Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushak, choose what really matters.
They say politics make strange bedfellows. It's true for Afghanistan and China. One is an Islamic emirate, the other is an atheist communist state. On paper, they don't make sense at all. But then again, ideologies are a matter of convenience. The Taliban see China as their best bet. A massive economy, a regional power, and a permanent member of the UN Security Council. That's money and clout. Check. What about China? What do they see in Afghanistan? An untapped market, a new Belt and Road outpost, and a hired gun against Uyghur separatists. That's profits and security. Check. This is a purely transactional relationship. China blames extremism for the crackdown in Xinjiang, yet they have no problems embracing an extremist government in Kabul. The Taliban think of themselves as defenders of Islam, but apparently that does not apply to the Uyghur Muslims in China. You see, it's all about money and power, nothing to do with ideology or Islam. The Taliban in China have held multiple meetings in the last few weeks. The latest was on Monday. China's ambassador met Maulavi Abdul Salam Hanifi in Kabul. He's Afghanistan's new deputy prime minister. What did they discuss? Basically the future, China's role in a Taliban-ruled Afghanistan. And that role will be closely linked to the Belt and Road Initiative, what some call the New Silk Route. A bit of history here. Afghanistan was a key stop in the ancient Silk Route. It linked Asia, Eastern Africa, and Southern Europe. We're talking about the 2nd century. The New Silk Route is a different story. It's less about trade, more about Chinese expansionism. Plus, the Afghan government was a staunch US ally, so they never joined the BRI. But Afghanistan's new rulers, the Taliban, are game. They want Chinese loans, Chinese roads, and Chinese bridges. It's great news for Beijing. They now have a highway to Central Asia, a new place to park their money. As for the Taliban, they think the BRI is some jackpot, unlimited funds from a caring neighbor. Well, think again, we say. BRI is like a bank fraud. The offer comes first, the terms and conditions later. This is the definition of an unholy alliance. Both sides have contempt for each other's culture. Think about it. In China, you can be jailed for growing a long beard or if you're wearing a burqa. Apparently, these are signs of extremist thought. In Afghanistan, the Taliban say the exact opposite. No beard, get ready for a public whipping. No burqa, better stay inside your home. These are two completely different regimes. They're both ridiculous. But beyond that, they have nothing in common. What does this tell you about the Taliban? They don't care about Islamic ideology. It was just an excuse to wage a civil war. All this obsession with the Sharia, all this talk of jihad and infidels, it was all about capturing power. China has jailed 1.5 million Muslims in forced labor camps. They have criminalized the Taliban's most visible symbols, the beard and the burqa. What does the Taliban do with this? Put that same China in charge of rebuilding Afghanistan.
China is not only a very important power among the neighboring countries of Afghanistan, but also a modern country with developed economy. Afghanistan needs infrastructure construction and foreign investment. Our country has just broken free from the war, which needs to develop friendly relations with all countries. We particularly hope to develop good relations of reciprocity and mutual benefit with China.
So much love and camaraderie. Pakistan is probably feeling left out. Well, jokes aside, Afghanistan is a dangerous country for China's BRI. Afghans don't take kindly to foreigners. Remember, the whole insurgency started with the Soviet invasion. Will China repeat the same mistake? Here's why I ask. China's BRI requires a ground presence. Beijing will have to send engineers and laborers to Afghanistan. Will ordinary Afghans welcome them? If not, will China send troops to protect them? These are important questions because if China invests billions of dollars in Afghanistan, they will also have to protect those investments. Sound familiar? This is how every major power got sucked into Afghanistan. They go in with a short, simple mission. They get bogged down for decades and ultimately they exit in shame. The question is, will China be next? Will the so-called Middle Kingdom be next in the graveyard of empires? WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.
Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushak, choose what really matters.